Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie if you're new here. Today I'm going to do a little question and answer I posted on my Instagram, which if you don't follow, it is Kenzie Summers. Go follow because I post on my story all the time and I post every single day. So if you want to keep up with my life, I'd follow me on there. But anyways, I posted a little question box on my story and asked you guys to ask me some stuff. So let's get into it. I decided we should start with a speed round of just like simple, easy questions that I don't know, I can answer them in one word. Also, if I keep looking down, it's because I wrote all the questions on my iPad, so that would be why. Let's get into the video. Let's start with speed round. When is my birthday? My birthday is April 18th, 2001. So that makes me an Aries. How tall am I? I am 5'3" and a half. I'm 5'4" on a very good day. Or maybe it's I'm 5'3" and 5'3" and a half on a good day. I don't know. It honestly depends on my posture. But everyone thinks I'm taller than I actually am. They're like, oh my god, in pictures you look so tall. I'm like, no, my legs are just longer than my body. So it like accentuates me, I guess. I don't know, but I'm really not that tall. And then age, I'm 21. If you didn't get that from April 18th, 2001, you could have just done the math, but it's fine. And then am I a morning or a night person? I am a morning person, 150%. If it passes like 10 o'clock and I'm still awake, I'm gonna be grumpy. But I could wake up for sunrise any day of the week and I will be in a good mood. So that answers that question. And then favorite color. If you don't know my favorite color, we just can't even be friends. Like, do you even know me? Have you ever even met me? It's pink, by the way, for those that don't know me, because yeah. Okay, now we'll get into like the real questions that might have a little bit longer of an answer. But first we need a sip of matcha. Also guys, Chamberlain coffee matcha is the best matcha powder. Like, I've gone through so many matcha powders and then if I don't like them, then I end up just getting Starbucks every day. Chamberlain matcha has helped me fix my addiction, but I did get Starbucks this morning, so. Anyways, first question, are you in school? No, I am not in school. I graduated in December, but I was in school. I went to school for sustainability and the environment. That was my major, which is basically like climate change. That's how I would explain it to someone that has no clue what I'm talking about. I studied at FIU. Well, technically I went to UF for a semester and a half. I hated it. I developed an eating disorder. I was very unhappy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Transferred to FIU and I graduated in December with a sustainability and the environment major and a social media marketing and e-analytics minor. And now I am doing social media full-time, but also looking for a part-time social media job, not just for myself, because I don't know, I get bored very easily and I like to keep myself busy, and sometimes social media is not keeping me busy enough. So there's that. But yeah, I went to FIU, but I did it all online. Like, I stepped foot on campus one single time because I needed an ID picture, but that was it. And yeah, I loved online school. I love online in general. When I get a job, it will be remote. That's just how I am. I'm such a homebody, but I also like getting out and keeping myself busy, but I also like being on my own schedule. So online was just the best option for me. And I already had, well, actually I didn't really have friends when I left UF and went to FIU, but I was like home during COVID, so I had my family and my cousins and my boyfriend. And then I kind of just made so many new friends this year, but definitely online school is the way to go, if anyone was wondering. Relationship status. I have a boyfriend. We've been dating for 4 years and he's my best friend. Insert picture here. But he hates taking pictures and being in TikToks and blah, 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 blah. So you'll probably barely ever see him, but it's fine. My favorite drink. Okay, I don't really like alcohol. I hate the taste of it. I'm on antidepressants and it works against antidepressants. So every time I drink, I wake up like extremely anxious the next day. So I don't like it for that reason. And I don't know, it just doesn't really make me feel my best. So if I had to pick a favorite drink, it would be matcha. But I don't know if I do drink. Yeah, like finding a drink I like is literally the hardest job in the world. Like, I honestly couldn't tell you. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. I do like a good like frozen pina colada. if it's not strong. Like every time I go to a restaurant, I order a drink and I'm like, can you make it not strong? They're like, yeah. And then when they bring it out and it is strong, Jake has to drink it because I'm not drinking it. My workout routine. Haha, you guys are funny. You think I have a workout routine? I love yoga. That would be my main workout, I'd say that I do. But I don't really stick to it daily, I would say. I don't know. I try to go to like 3 classes a week because I have a membership at Yoga Joint, but I don't go 3 times. I mean, maybe 3 at most I go to. But I would say my biggest like workout that I do is just going on walks, either walking my dogs. I walk them like 5 times a day, so it ends up being like 6,000 steps throughout the day. Or my friend Becca just moved into my neighborhood, so we go on walks and we go on like 45 to an hour long minute walk 45 minute to an hour long walks, and that's really fun because also like we're talking, so it doesn't really feel like a workout. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hyper flexible in everything, like all my joints, so like anything weight related hurts because I don't have any muscle in my body, which is what I should be doing, like building muscle, but I hate it. I don't like not being good at things, which is a toxic trait, and I know that, but I don't think I'm gonna fix it anytime soon. I do want to try Pilates. Becca and I are going to try Pilates soon, and then also my friend Gina goes to Orange Theory and I want to try that too. So I want to try a bunch of different workouts out just because I love yoga more than anything in the whole entire world, and like that will always be my favorite workout, but I'm getting kind of bored and I want to work out more consistently, like every day kind of thing. So I feel like if I had different workouts that I could do every day, then I would be more motivated to go. So we're gonna try different things, see what I like. Who knows, maybe I'll be a Orange Theory girl. Probably not, because it's cardio and I hate cardio, but she's been going and I said I wanted to try it. Pilates, I do think I would enjoy though. So we'll see. But yeah, daily walks, that's really it. And then yoga, but like, I don't know, I don't go enough. Okay, next question. Oh, favorite workout, but it's the same as workout routine. Favorite workout would be yoga, if I had to pick one. Like, for sure. Okay, this kind of goes along with that. This question says, did you play any sports? Yes, I guess you could say that. I cheered my whole life. I did all-star cheer, which I would consider a sport. Most people wouldn't, but it's gonna be in the Olympics, I think, in the next few years, so cheerleading is in fact a sport. I cheered from I was like 5 to 18, so I cheered my whole entire childhood, and it was my whole entire life. So if you knew me before 18, or yeah, if you knew me like when I was 18 or any point in my childhood, that was my whole entire identity. I spent every single day at the cheer gym. Yeah, and all my friends were from cheer. Like my life was cheer. Okay, this is a random question. What's the least favorite thing about myself? My immune system. Like 100%. I get sick all the time. I don't know if it's like just what I'm eating or what. Like I just like don't eat enough nutrients, but I get sick all the time. And like I'll be around people, like Mia for example, she literally comes over when I'm sick, and like I'm like, don't come near me, and she'll fully lay on my bed, and I'm like, this is not a good idea. But then she never gets sick, and it's always me. And it's so annoying. My brother and my sister both have bad immune systems too though, but they have like diagnosed things. I have nothing. I just get sick all the time, so that's nice. Okay, Sky, who I'm actually staying with in Hawaii, asked me, do I enjoy watching movies and TV? If so, what are your favorites? I honestly don't. Like I have favorites, but like if I had to choose a pastime, it would not be watching TV, because I don't have the attention span for that, and I can't sit still. So like if I'm watching TV in my room, I'm like on the floor working out or something, or I'm watching TV while I clean my room. Like I can't just do one thing. Like Jake will put on a movie and I'm asleep. Like it's over, I'm done. But there are a few shows that like I have binged and like really gotten into. The thing is, I either like get super attached to it that I can't turn it off, or I just can't focus on it at all. Like it has to grab my attention, and when it does, I'm stuck. And if it doesn't, then I'm not watching it. Like, I'm sorry. So I think my top favorite shows would be Stranger Things, Outer Banks, All American was pretty good. Those are like my top 3. Ginny and Georgia I also binge watched. I wouldn't say it's good, but it did catch my attention. So there's that. Movies. My favorite movie when I was little was Lilo and Stitch. Now I don't really know. I feel like I don't have a favorite movie. Oh, like Clueless, Legally Blonde, those types of movies. Always gonna be a fave. Mean Girls, but like that's not like, I don't know. Like I love the ideas of those movies. I'm not gonna turn them on and watch them. Aquamarine, that was my favorite movie when I was little too. So yeah, if that answers your question, I have the attention span of a 2-year-old, so I don't really enjoy watching TV. Next question, do you live with your parents? No, I do not. I moved out a year ago-ish. So I live 15 minutes from my parents. I don't really live that far, but I have an apartment. My lease ends, when you're watching this, it will be like a week until it ends. So I'm moving, and Jake and I got a place a street over from where I am now, so I'll still be really close to my parents. But yeah, I'm excited because I'm gonna have a content room. So like our bedroom and then like a separate room for all my content stuff. And I'm gonna make it so pretty, and like, I'm excited for the little setup. So no, I do not live with my parents. Okay, and then these 2 questions are about social media, so I'm gonna do those at the same time so my brain doesn't get scattered. So someone asked me how I do social media full-time. So right now, I'm not gonna say I'm making a full-time income. I have money saved, so I'm making enough to get by, but not as much as I would like to make. But I also just started doing social media full-time a month ago, and I've only been doing social media for less than a year. So like, I know there's room to grow, which is why I'm not giving up. But basically, I reach out to brands daily. Like, I'm reaching out every single day, DMs, emails, following up. You have to stay consistent and like not give up on yourself. You can't expect brands to be reaching out to you. So I'm reaching out daily. I'm shooting content like 2 to 3 times a week. I made a media kit. That's a huge thing. I'm trying to get into UGC content. I made a portfolio, but I haven't done much in that aspect. But the biggest thing with doing social media full-time is knowing your worth when you're reaching out to brands, because I could probably be making a full-time income if I knew my worth, and like I'm learning it. But like if brands lowball me rates and I just say yes because I'm like, oh, money is money. But like, no, I'm worth so much more than what I'm getting. So I'm gonna say my biggest thing doing social media full-time is know your worth. Because you could be doing less work for more money, or doing what I'm doing and more work for less money. Does that make sense? Less work for more money, or more work for less money. Yeah, I think that made sense. So yeah, know your worth, and literally every single day you need to be working. Like, am I working from bed? Yes, but I'm still working. The hard thing is though, I feel like I don't know how to shut it off. So like, I wake up at 8 a.m. and I'm on my phone, reading DMs, going through emails, thinking about who I could reach out to, saving content, doing this, doing that, until 11 o'clock at night, and I can't fall asleep because I'm like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. But like, it's a grind, so it's fine. And then someone else asked how I monetize content and get brand deals. So it's kind of the same thing. The way I monetize my content is typically through brand deals. The only other thing that I do that's not through brand deals is like my Instagram subscription, which I don't really post on it that often. I post like more behind the scenes and like sneak peeks of content I'm gonna post, but that would be the only other monetization I do. My goal by the end of like April would be to be able to monetize on YouTube too. And I'm trying to grow my TikTok because I know you can monetize on there. So yeah, I really want to get into Reels bonuses on Instagram. They won't ask me, but I post Reels every day of my life, but it's fine. I'm not salty, don't worry. But anyways, besides that, it's mostly brand deals. So I get brand deals. I DM brands on Instagram normally, and I'm like, hi, my name is Mackenzie Summers. I'm a 21-year-old content creator in South Florida. Do you have an email I can reach out to regarding brand deals or regarding collabs? Or I'll either say regarding collabs or that I can share my media kit with. I'll say one of those two, and I'll send it to them, and then normally they send you the email, and then I pitch my like content ideas through the email with my media kit attached. I'm getting parched. I'm talking very fast. I need a breather. Why is this so much harder than I thought it was gonna be? Okay, well, I guess that answers those questions. If you have any more specific social media questions, leave them like down in the comments. I just can't think of anything else I would need to talk about. But I would say definitely be consistent, like post every single day. I try to post one feed post and one reel a day on Instagram. I try to post on YouTube at least one like long form video a week, and then 2 to 3 YouTube shorts, maybe more if I can a week. And then TikTok, apparently you're supposed to post 5 times a day. I'm not gonna give much advice on TikTok because I have 400 followers. We're working on growing. Maybe by the time this is up, I'll have more because I'll have like posted a lot of Hawaii content, but I'm not gonna give advice on TikTok yet, so. Okay, and then someone asked the prettiest part of Florida because they said they were looking to move soon, like the bluest water. So I live in Fort Lauderdale. It is really pretty here, but it's also very crowded. Like there's people everywhere. There's traffic all the time, like no matter the time of day. It's like Miami, but a little better. I love Fort Lauderdale, but I would not recommend someone to move here. My favorite part of Florida with the bluest water would be Jupiter. Jupiter has the prettiest water. I think it might be more expensive than Fort Lauderdale, but like it's worth it because it's like a cute little small beach town. It's so homey. Like I could spend all day there every day and I would be so happy. And then also the Keys. I love the Keys, but it's more like island vibe and there's like not as much to do. It's kind of far away from everything, so it just depends what kind of lifestyle you want. If you want like more fast-paced, I would definitely say like West Palm, Jupiter area. And then if you want more slow-paced, the Keys. And then if you want to be in traffic every day, Fort Lauderdale. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know. Okay, and then this is very similar to the other question. My favorite vacation spot is the Keys. We go every single year. My grandma has a timeshare, so it's called Florida Bay Club. And it's in Key Largo, and it's my favorite place in the whole entire world. Like you don't understand. I love Key Largo. And it's like not even like, we don't even do anything like spectacular. It's not like we're going jet skiing and jumping off planes and doing this and that. We literally just like tan and fish. I don't fish, but tan and go on the boat. And I don't know, we literally just like go shopping, eat yummy Keys food, kayak, paddleboard. It's just like the environment there is just so different, and I could spend my whole entire life there, and I would like this tells you how much this place means to my family. My grandpa passed away a week ago and we got him cremated, and we're spreading his ashes in the Keys in the ocean right by our timeshare. So if that says anything about how special that place is to my family, that is it. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite vacation place. I will forever hold that place so close to my heart. Okay, and then some of these questions here are kind of like a little bit deeper, so that's why I'm gonna save them. These are the last few. There's like 5 more questions. The first one is, what do you do when you're struggling with your mental health? So if you guys don't know, I have depression and anxiety, like diagnosed, and I'm on meds, but meds don't fix everything, so I still have bad days. So I would say the biggest thing I do, I like to ghost my therapist at times and just not go because it's expensive. So when I'm really struggling, I will start going back immediately. Like I'll text her and be like, I need an appointment next week. And normally she's pretty open, so like if I text her and I'm like, I need an appointment next week, I normally can get one. And then when I'm like in a dark place, I'll go weekly, and that normally helps get me out of funk pretty fast. Journaling every single day, like no exceptions. Something else that really helps, it depends what you're struggling with. Like when I'm struggling with depression, I like to make myself get up in the morning, like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., I don't know, wake up for sunrise, get out of bed, go to yoga, do something. Because if I let myself sleep in, I'm not gonna get out of bed for the whole day. And like at some points when I was super depressed, I wouldn't get out of bed for days, and like I wouldn't shower for days. Like I just feel like sometimes you need to snap yourself out of it. I know it's not that easy, like easier said than done 100%, but like with the help of like medication, like I'm on antidepressants and therapy and having a good support system around you, it is doable to get out of your depression. It's not easy, I know. And like I couldn't do it unmedicated, so I'm not saying like it's the easiest thing in the world, but definitely therapy. Therapy would be my biggest advice if you're struggling with your mental health. And then if it's anxiety, this is hard because I struggle with anxiety every day. But I think the thing that helps me the most, just like on a day-to-day basis, is walking. Like just going on walks, listening to a podcast, even not listening to anything, and just like walking and clearing your mind. Walking and yoga. Honestly, I know like it's not what everyone wants to do. Like when you're anxious, you don't want to go work out, but it helps the most, I would say. Personal opinion, I don't know. And then next, love language. So it says, what is your love language? So I feel like this can go both ways, like the love language that I like to give to people versus the love language I want to receive, because they're different. So my favorite love language to like express that I love someone is definitely gift giving. I have a shopping problem. You can ask Jake because I buy him stuff so often. He hates shopping and I love shopping. So, but yeah, so gift giving is definitely my favorite way to show that I love someone. And Jake's whole closet, ding, sponsored by me. But it's kind of fun because like I'll buy him hoodies because I want the hoodies, or I'll buy him a bathing suit because it matches a bathing suit I have. But it's like he needed it, so you're welcome, but also it benefits me in some way. And then my favorite way to receive love is definitely quality time. And I don't know, like sometimes I get annoyed at myself for being quality time because I feel like I ask so much of people, but at the same time, I grew up like with my dad not really around, so I feel like that's what I seek from other people, to feel validated, which I'm trying to get out of. Like I don't need anyone else to validate me. I don't need anyone else to give me attention. I can give it all to myself, but that is still my favorite way. So we're working on that. Like codependency issues, we're working. But yeah, I saw this thing that it was like the one thing you lacked most in your childhood is your favorite way to receive love. So that makes sense that mine is quality time, because my mom was always there, but my dad wasn't, so yeah. Okay, this is a random one. I don't know how I missed this, but it says favorite style of clothing. This is not deep at all, but my favorite style of clothing is comfy clothes and workout clothes and bikinis. I don't know if that's a style of clothing, but that's my favorite, so that's what we're going with. Like hoodies all day, workout sets all day, bikinis all day. But that's it. Those are the 3 things you'll see me in. That sounds like I got 3 looks and that's it. That's me. This one says biggest fear. That kind of goes along with the love language one. My biggest fear is someone leaving me. I am frightened of being abandoned. Frightened. Like, you change your tone one little bit, friends, family, boyfriend, like anyone. You change your tone a little tiny bit and I'm like, they hate me. It's over. Like they're done. I'm losing them. Like every single time. You can ask anyone. My mom, I'll call her. I'm like, I think blah, blah, blah doesn't like me. And she's like, what makes you think that? And I'm like, well, and she's like, no, I think they still like you, Mackenzie. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's definitely my biggest fear and my biggest like anxiety factor. Like how other people see me and like if they're going to stay in my life. But I'm trying to get out of that because I just don't feel like that's a good mindset to be in. Like I should think I'm enough just as I am and I don't need anyone else. That's really how I want to be, but I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. So that's all that matters. And then the last 2 are okay, we'll do the not deep one first. It says, what are you grateful for? I am the most grateful for my family and friends, 100%. And I'm very grateful that I live in Florida and I live 10 minutes from the beach. I am so grateful that I get to do social media and like work from home and work on my own schedule, because I was working a 9 to 5 a few months ago. It was awful. I was miserable. Like I would never do that again. So I'm very grateful that I have like this platform to like have social media even be like, I don't understand how this is real life, like actually. I'm grateful for matcha. I'm grateful for Jake. I'm grateful for my puppies. I'm grateful for journals for keeping me sane, because I get so scatterbrained sometimes. That's a random thing to be grateful for, but seriously, I am. I'm grateful that I have the opportunities I do to travel, and I don't know, I'm grateful for all the amazing brands I work with. I feel like I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm grateful for sunrises and sunsets. I don't know if I said I'm grateful for yoga, but I'm grateful for yoga. I'm grateful for all my family members. I don't know. I can go on and on, so I'm not going to because this video is already long enough. And then last question. What's the worst thing in your life that you think made you who you are today? Okay, so I have two different things that I think made me who I am today that were very hard at the time. The first one being my dad not really being around. When I was like 2-3 years old, I would like pull my hair out and bang my head against the wall because I just like didn't understand why he wasn't here. And it was really hard. Like my whole life he was like kind of in and out for his own personal reasons, but I always thought it was me. And I don't know, I feel like I kind of grew up young because my mom didn't want me to think it was me, so she let me know what was actually happening, which I'm so thankful for. And I feel like it made me grow up a lot younger, and like I never wanted to go down the path that he kind of did and like make those bad decisions. So it made me really self-aware, really mature at a very young age, and I've never been one to like test the limits. Like, I don't know, I've always been super good. Like everyone says I'm like the perfect child. I never like gave my mom any problems. I never did any crazy stuff. So I definitely would think that was one big thing that like really taught me that life, I don't know, I feel like it just taught me a lot and made me grow up a lot younger, and I'm very grateful for that because I don't think I would be where I am right now without that. And then the other one would be me going to UF. It was awful. I was miserable. Like I've never been so depressed in my life. I developed an eating disorder. Like I was not okay. I was very lonely. I came home from UF during COVID, and I kind of cut everyone out of my life. Like I didn't want anyone except my family and Jake. Those were the only people I ever talked to. Just because I needed to figure out what I needed from people. Like I feel like in high school I was such a people pleaser, and I wasn't really ever happy. I didn't really ever feel fulfilled in my friendships because I just wanted friends. I didn't think about what the friends were doing for me or how they made me feel or anything like that. It was just like, you're in high school, you need to be friends with everyone. And I feel like going to UF taught me that you don't need to be friends with everyone. Friends are supposed to uplift you and make you feel better. And coming out of that, like when I got back from UF, I didn't hang out with anyone basically except family and Jake for almost a year, until I finally was like, okay, I'm gonna start like integrating myself back into society. And in the last year, I've cultivated the best friendships ever, like all through social media too, which is crazy. But I've never had friends treat me like they do, and I love them. And I feel like this would not have happened if I didn't leave UF. And I feel like I wouldn't have had that realization if I never went to UF. So yeah, I think that's all. That's like a pretty good get to know me, I think. If you have any more questions, I think I'm gonna do these like every 6 months. So let me know and maybe I'll answer them next time, or maybe I'll answer them on my Instagram stories. So yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. Whatever day I post this, I hope you're having a great day. And you should go make yourself matcha because you deserve it. Oat milk, maple syrup, and matcha powder. You're welcome. Okay, anyways, I love you guys. Bye.